In today's video, I am sharing my top 3 free healing tools. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. I'm a holistic nutritionist, energy healer, and hypnotherapist. And on my channel, we talk about all things health, wellness, spirituality, subconscious mind, and so much more. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, and let's dive right in. So before we begin, there are so many healing tools out there, so many, from acupuncturist to chiropractic to energy healing to nutrition, everything. And while I believe that these are amazing tools and that we can find healing in all of them, I believe that truly all of these tools are actually just leading us to ourselves. They are all just allowing us to actually heal ourselves, because at the end of the day, all a healer can really do is ignite the self-healing within you. And so that's why I want to provide you guys with 3 free healing tools that you can use, because I think that this is a huge barrier that a lot of people see when they're seeking out healing and seeking out answers, is thinking that it has to cost a lot of money and that it has to cost, you have to spend tons of money on healers and protocols and doctors, and ultimately you don't, because all of the answers lie right here within you. And so again, don't get me wrong, I think that there is absolutely a time and a place, and if you are truly needing medical help, please seek your medical professional. This is not intended to be any diagnostic or medical advice. So let's go ahead and dive right into my tip number 1, and that is forgiveness. This is such a big one, you guys. And I really wanted to start with this one as my very first tip, because this is what changed my whole life. And I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize how much I was needing to forgive. I have shared about before on here that I actually became a hypnotherapist because after doing one session, I completely healed the eczema that I was struggling with. I had eczema that was completely taking over my hands as I was in school to become a nutritionist, and I was doing all of the diets, the creams, all the things, and little did I know that it was actually something deeper. It was something locked in my subconscious mind, and I actually, through doing one hypnotherapy session, found out that I was punishing myself. I was punishing myself from something way in the past I didn't even realize I had totally forgotten about, and literally just the belief completely shifted it for me and completely healed my hands. And I haven't gotten eczema ever since then. And so it really was just this awareness that at the time I didn't know any better. I was doing the best I could. And so, I think that a lot of times when we think about forgiveness, we think about forgiving others, but I actually think that forgiving ourselves is one of the most powerful things. Now, granted, there are a lot of people in our lives as well that I think that we could stand to forgive as well. And when I do sessions with my clients, so often they're holding on to judgments or just these ill feelings towards a perpetrator, towards a parent, towards an old partner, whatever it may be. And here's the thing, you guys, when we hold on to these feelings towards others, it's actually not doing anything to the person. It's not punishing them. It's not making it right. It's not holding them. It's not doing anything except for hurting you. It's just depleting you and your energy. And meanwhile, the other person is not being affected. Yes, you can talk about the energetics of it, but ultimately, energetically, that's impacting you so much more, because that energy and that tension is being held within you, not them. And so when we can forgive, it's like we set ourselves free and we allow that energy to flow. We allow that energy to flow within us so that we can actually experience healing. And a really great technique that, if you are not wanting to do, a hypnotherapy session or any of these types of things is, it's called the Ho'oponopono. Am I saying that right? Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian basically saying, and it goes, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And I would really just invite you, maybe you don't even know who you need to forgive, if it's someone else, if it's yourself, if it's a circumstance or situation, maybe you don't even know what it is, but I would simply just invite you to place a hand upon your heart, upon your solar plexus, whatever it is, and just repeat that. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And these words, I believe, can truly heal us. There are meditations and all of these things that we can do to do this, but I think you can just say it yourself. And so the second healing tool that we can use to heal ourselves is love. Now, I know it sounds corny, but I truly believe that the saying that love heals all, I believe it's true. I believe it's true because, not because loving someone heals all, but because I believe that the vibration of love is truly so healing. Because if you think about it, the emotions that you can feel in your body, think about if you feel anger, if you feel sadness, if you feel neutrality, if you feel acceptance, and these are actually coming from, yes, these are emotions, but if you are familiar with David Hawkins, I absolutely adore this man. He wrote Power versus Force, which he's most known for, and so many other books, and he created this scale of consciousness. And it has all of these emotions, and one of the highest emotions is love. So think about it. If you're feeling anger and sadness, which going back to the first one I talked about, forgiveness, if you're not forgiving someone or yourself, you're most likely feeling anger, sadness, shame, one of those at the bottom. And this vibration in your body, it's going to create sickness. It's going to create illness. It's going to create disease, like plain and simple. And or anxiety or relationship problems or abundance blocks, whatever it is. But holding these vibrations in your body, you can't live an amazing life if you're holding on to these lower emotions. So I believe that it's not just necessarily loving other people. Yes, that's amazing, and that's where we like a great thing to do, but it all begins with loving yourself. And it begins with embracing the vibration, the frequency of love. Because when we are vibrating at the frequency of love, I believe that anything and everything can truly come into balance. So maybe the saying that love heals all, as corny as it is, maybe there was some truth to it. Because when we feel this emotion of love, I believe that we are literally programming ourselves to be in harmony, to be in peace, to be in joy. And that is where healing, quantum shifts, all of it just happens. And tip number 3 is faith. Faith is my third healing tool that I believe faith can radically shift and transform our lives. And I want to differentiate here between faith and trust, faith and belief, faith and religion. All of these are completely different. So faith is not religious. It's not, unless you want it to be. And it's deeper than simply just belief. It's deeper than simply trust. Faith is this unshakable knowing that you are divinely supported, you are divinely guided, and that absolutely everything is happening for you and your greatest good. I think that so often it can be really easy to get swept up into what the media tells us, what others tell us, comparing ourselves to other people's journeys. But when we can really come back to our faith, that truly there is forces beyond our knowing that are guiding us and loving us and supporting us every single moment. Whether you want to call that God, the universe, spirit, source, angels, nature, whatever it is, you are so supported, so guided at all times. And this is faith. And I believe that when you truly have this faith, healing has to occur. Abundance has to happen. Relationships that we desire have to come to us. And well-being is simply our natural state when we have this faith. Because whether we believe it or not, we are always supported, always loved, and even when things don't seem like they're working out for us, they're always, always, always here to support us. And so these are my top 3 absolute favorite healing tools. And honestly, I believe that all of the healing work that we do is actually just utilizing these tools. So why not just skip all the healing work and just utilize the tools? And so if you give them a try, go ahead and let me know. Or if there's one that you're like, yes, that is the one that I need to do, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, I am sending you all infinite love.